Hello Seahawks fans, welcome to another edition of Hawk Talk with Brian Mull. I am Aaron Scoodmaker, and Brian has had the luxury of covering another full season. The regular season is wound down. We still have the conference tournament to play. Brian, as we came down the stretch there, what did you see and what do we have going ahead?
Well, the Seahawks kind of had a rough finish to the season with three losses, two in the conference, and I think they've slipped on the defensive end, maybe haven't had the intensity there. Offensively, the scoring has pretty much come from Tomko and Rendleman exclusively, which has made them a little easier to defend. Probably a disappointing finish. I think everyone within the program would agree to a season that showed some promise at times, but kind of in the big picture, for Peterson to win 13 games with this group and based on what they had been through the last couple of seasons, has to be considered a pretty successful season.
Now, there were some disappointments down the stretch in that last couple weeks, but there were some highlights too. If you can draw a couple positives that might help them out, maybe in that first round, maybe to try to get a win in the conference tournament, what do you see there?
Well, I think their last victory over Drexel, they limited them to 43 points. Drexel ended up finishing 5th in the league, has 20 wins, beat Louisville. That team game and beating a team of that stature should give them confidence that they can handle the top teams in the league.
Now, you say they kind of exceeded expectations. We've kind of talked about that over the last couple shows. How big would one conference tournament win be for next year's team?
Well, it would mean a lot. I think it would mean a lot to Peterson, to the players, and also to the fan base. For years, I think 10 straight years, from '96 to '06, they were used to going up there, making it at least to the semifinals, if not the championship game. Last 4 seasons, they're 1-4 up there. And had some pretty lopsided defeats. I think that it would just kind of leave a good taste in everyone's mouth if the Seahawks were able to go up there and beat Georgia State on Friday.
And like you said, they're playing Georgia State on Friday. The season's not over yet. Let's not talk about next season quite yet. As you hit the road with the team, what do they need to do to beat Georgia State? And is it feasible?
It is feasible. They split two very close games during the regular season. Wilmington won at home on a 3-point shot by Trevor DeLoach at the buzzer, and then lost a game in overtime down there. So Georgia State's kind of got some turmoil going on that the Seahawks are used to. They had a coaching change on Sunday, and so I don't think the staff knows exactly what to expect from the interim coach, so that'll be interesting. But they don't have time to change a whole lot. They're a physical defensive team. They kind of like to get out and deny in the passing lanes, and not the world's greatest offensive team. So I think if UNCW can come out early and hit some shots and get their confidence going, that it's certainly a game that they can win.
Well, this season's not done yet. Brian's going to hit the road and cover all of that tournament for as long as that Seahawks can hang in there and make that run. And, it could be a deep run for all we know at this point.
You never know. I mean, that's the wonderful thing about March. Every year there's a few stories that come out. March Madness is always referenced to the NCAA tournament, but the conference tournaments sometimes have some of the best action and some of the best stories. So anyway, it should be a great tournament up in Richmond this weekend.
Absolutely. Well, we're not done this year. We're going to come back and recap everything. When it is all said and done, maybe next week, it may be later in March, So let's hope for the latter. Either way, keep checking it out. Be sure to check out Brian Mull's blog, All Things Seahawks Basketball all the time. He has the inside on just about anything you want. Facebook page as well. So stick tuned to starnewsonline.com for all your Seahawks basketball, and we will come at you next time we have something to tell you. Brian?
Okay, sounds good.